معزز ناظرین آداب، مائی چینل بنگلورو آپ کو نئے سال کی مبارکباد دیتے ہوئے ماہ محرم کی مناسبت سے پیش کرتا ہے یوم حسین کی رپورٹ، جو شہر بنگلور میں حسین ڈے کے نام سے منایا جاتا ہے۔ جناب آغا سلطان کی رہنمائی میں یوم حسین گزشتہ 32 سال سے منعقد کیا جا رہا ہے۔ اس کنونشن میں ممتاز علماء کرام، نامور سیاسی رہنما، سماجی کارکنان اور دانشوران ملک شریک ہوتے ہیں۔ آپ حضرات عالمی سطح پر بڑھتی ہوئی ہولناکیوں کے خلاف اجتماعی طور پر آواز بلند کرتے ہیں۔ آج دنیا میں نفرت، عدم برداشت، نسلی امتیاز، فرقہ وارانہ تشدد، دہشت گردانہ سرگرمیاں، پناہ گزینوں پر حملے، نسل اور مذہب کی بنیاد پر کیے جانے والے نفرت انگیز جرائم اپنے عروج پر پہنچ چکے ہیں۔ اس جہالت اور ناانصافی کو مٹانے اور قیام امن و ہم آہنگی کو عالمی طور پر قائم کرنے کے لیے حضرت امام حسین رضی اللہ عنہ کی قربانی دنیا کے لیے ایک مشعل راہ ہے۔ امام حسین نے ظالم و جابر یزید کے خلاف انسانیت کی اصولوں کو برقرار رکھنے کو ترجیح دی۔ آپ کی عظیم ترین قربانی اور آپ کے قائم کردہ اعلیٰ اقدار سے سبق لیتے ہوئے یوم حسین کل انسانیت کے لیے ایک سیکولر سٹیج فراہم کرتا ہے تاکہ بلا مذہب و ملت امن و رواداری، عزت و وقار اور عدل و انصاف پر مبنی معاشرہ قائم کیا جائے۔ کہا جاتا ہے کہ تبدیلی کے بغیر ترقی ناممکن ہے اور اپنی ذہنیت میں تبدیلی لانا آگے بڑھنے کی سمت میں لے جانے والا پہلا قدم ہے۔ تو آئیے اس پروگرام کو دیکھیں اور امام حسین کے نظریے پر عمل پیرا ہوتے ہوئے مظلوموں کے ساتھ یکجہتی کا مظاہرہ کریں۔ ناظرین، چونکہ پروگرام کافی طویل ہے، اس لیے مائی چینل بنگلورو اس پروگرام کو قسطوں میں پیش کر رہا ہے۔ ویڈیوز کو ضرور دیکھیے۔ آج کی پہلی کڑی میں پیش ہے ایران کے نمائندے ڈاکٹر عبدال ماجد حکیم اللہ کا خطاب۔
اور اناگرل ایڈریس پیش کرنا ہے۔ میں بہت ہی ادب اور احترام کے ساتھ گزارش کرتا ہوں، آئی ہمبلی ریکویسٹ ڈاکٹر عبدال ماجد حکیم اللہ، ریپرزینٹیو آف سپریم لیڈر آف اسلامک ریپبلک آف ایران، ٹو کم اوور دا مائک اینڈ ایڈریس the gathering. ایک نعرہ سلوات۔
بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم وبہ نستعین وهو خیر ناصر ومعین والحمد للہ رب العالمین وصلی اللہ علی سیدنا ونبینا ابی القاسم المصطفى محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين وصحبه المنتجبين صلى الله عليك يا أبا عبد الله صلى الله عليك يا أبا عبد الله صلى الله عليك يا أبا عبد الله. My dear brothers and sisters, distinguished guests, سماحة العلماء والمشايخ والأفاضل Your Excellencies, let me start my speech by Islamic greeting and say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude and I thank my dear brothers, Aga Sultan, for establishing and holding such wonderful program which is useful for humanity. And the secret and philosophy behind of such program is bringing human beings together for commemorating something which happened for the life of humanity. Today we gather here to speak about a man who does not belong only to one religion, one sect, or one nation. He belongs to the conscience of humanity. His name is Hussain ibn Ali, and his uprising is the brightest flame of freedom, justice, and dignity in the dark pages of history. My dear brothers and sisters, this question, since long time ago, occupied our mind. Why not only Muslims of all sects, but also Christian, Jews, Hindus, and even non-religious humanitarians feel a deep love and admiration for Hussain ibn Ali. For answering this question, let me give you a very short introduction. As you know, people are divided into three categories. The first category of human being is loser or deceived human being, which in Arabic term we call them maghboon. The second category of human being is effective, which we call them in Arabic term mu'athir. And the third category of human being is universal man or universal presence, which we call them al-wujud al-umami. The first category, the deceived or maghboon or loser, is a person who lives a repetitive and limited routine life, never wants to bring change in his life, just his mind only to have the best type of food, the best type of house, the best type of car, and new brand of everything. Such person doesn't have any influence and actually doesn't have any influence and impact in the society. Just he lives for himself and he will die. No one knows that he came and he left. The second type and category of human being is the one, and according to the one tradition and hadith from Imam alayhi salam, in which Imam says, "Man sa maghbunun, man sa yawmah," means one whose 2 days are equal is a deceived person, is a loser person. And the second category, the effective, is the person who innovates and produces and influence one or more levels of societies. Like Einstein, you know him, whose scientific achievements captivated the world and he had a lot of influence on the societies. Now still we are benefiting from his scientific achievement, like Pasteur, like Edison, and like other people. Our nation benefit from their achievements. Because of that, we remember their name and we respect them. They have a lot of influence in the society. But the third category of human being is the universal presence or universal person. Al-wujud al-umami is greater than being merely effective. But this type and this category of human being has an achievement by which all nation praise on him and on them. The third category is the one has moved from a personal existence to a universal existence. He moved from individual to the nation, and now at the moment is not a single person, but is a nation. Because we know that human being has two aspects. The one aspect of human being is physical reality and material reality of human being, which comes at a certain time in the world and lives at this another time in the world, whether 60 years, more or less. And the second aspect of human being, the spirituality aspect of human being, which can be for everlasting, can be up to day of judgment, can be for 1,000 years, and we remember them. These people are not a single person. According to the Holy Quran, Almighty Allah introduced Ibrahim alayhi salam, Abraham, as a ummah. Kana Ibrahim ummatan. Ibrahim was a nation. And also, Almighty Allah in the Holy Quran produced the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as a nation. He said he is not individual person, but is a universal existence. Every language, race, and ethnicity celebrate his name. This is a manifestation. This is manifestation of all virtues which human being can have it. Imam Hussain alayhi salam is also a universal figure, having transformed from an individual to a universal presence. Now, he is not a single person, but is a nation. Because of that, he will remain forever. He will never die. Always he is alive. It's 1,386 years he was killed and martyred. But still, when you look at this person, you think that he lost his dear brother or sister or his dear father yesterday. I met a person in Iraq and I asked him, do you know why these people are celebrating? He said, yes. Maybe they lost one lovely person of them. I said, yes, it's true. But when they lost him, he said, maybe today or yesterday. He said, no, more than 1,000 years. 1,000 years they lost him, but still they drive for him and they commemorate him. However, the question is that why Imam Hussain alayhi salam became a universal person which never we forget him, and every day, not only every year, every day we commemorate him, we gather for him, whether Muslim or non-Muslim, doesn't matter. Why Imam Hussain came as a nation and universal person? Imam Hussain did not rise for power. He rose for truth. He gave his life for humanity. He gave his life so that humanity could live with dignity. Now, if we have in our life dignity, we got it from Imam Hussain alayhi salam. That is why Mahatma Gandhi, the leader of India's independence movement, famously said, I learned from Hussain how to achieve victory while being oppressed. If India wants to be successful, it must follow the example of Imam Hussain alayhi salam. And Gandhi was not alone who praised on Imam Hussain alayhi salam, but the Charles, the great English novelist, remarks, if Hussain had fought to get his worldly desires, then I do not understand why he took his family with him and sacrificed them. No. Hussain gave his life for the sake of Islam, for the sake of God, for the sake of humanitarian. Edward Browns, the British Orientalist, says, is there any heart that does not cry when hearing the story of Karbala? Even non-Muslim cannot deny the purity and greatness of this noble sacrifice. However, Imam Hussain alayhi salam, in the day of Ashura, he says that, however, Imam Hussain alayhi salam in the day of Ashura said, if you do not believe in any religion, then at least be free in your lives. And also, as you heard and know better than me, Nehru, the former Prime Minister of India, said, few people in human history have had a profound impact on the human conscience as Hussain alayhi salam. He shattered the boundaries of religion and race with the force of moral courage. Even Ahmad ibn Hanbal, the founder of one of Sunni schools of thought and jurisprudence, said there is no day in Islam greater than the day of Hussein's martyrdom. Finally, there are a lot of quotes and there are a lot of phrases from different scholars, whether Muslim, Christian or non-Muslims, has been quoted and said about Imam Hussain alayhi salam. So Hussein is the voice of human nature. He taught us that first, be free even if you are alone. Do not remain silent in the face of oppression, even if it costs your life. Hussein taught us true faith demands noble humanity and courage morality. That is why not only Shias or Muslims, but every human being with a living conscience respects the name of Hussein. In today's world, we are in greater need than ever of the example of Hussein. Let us turn our love for him into awareness, and awareness into action, and action into justice. In the end, I would like to express my deeply thanks to my dear brother Aga Sultan for his bringing such elites, scholars, and different people from different cities, countries. They gathered them here to commemorate Imam Hussain alayhi salam. Thank you very much. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.